What is up, guys? It's Styx here, and I am a bit of a free-to-play gacha gamer. I like playing the games, but dislike spending my money on them because I do not have much money to spend to begin with. And along those lines, I have some tips for fellow free-to-play players and players who are new to either gacha games or Destiny as a whole, as we get ready for the launch of Destiny Rising tomorrow. First, your first purchase will almost never be the last purchase. You are much more likely to continue making purchases after your first purchase, so think very carefully about whether you have the disposable income, as well as how worth it is to you to continuously spend on the game, and put as many barriers as possible between when you want to make the purchase and when you actually go through with it and spend your money. Many people assume this is some kind of sunk cost fallacy or something of that sort, but it's important to know this beforehand. I can recommend not allowing your device to remember your payment information and keeping your wallet or card out of reach so it takes some time to get to it. That way, even if you're an impulsive buyer, you can have less of a chance to do so and give yourself more time to think in between those two actions. Another thing I've seen some people do is they will prepare the purchase, set their phone down, or if it's moved to computer, they'll get up and they'll go and do something else for a bit, and then they'll come back after they have had some time to think, and then they can decide whether or not they want to spend their money. Employ these strategies as you see fit. For my second thing, 4 stars are incredibly powerful in most gacha games, if not all. In fact, in many of the most popular gacha games, there are several 4 stars that are more powerful than most of the 5 stars in the game. Gacha games are much less likely to nerf their characters unless there's an actual bug with the character or they are overperforming by an extreme amount. So if a 4 star is very good, it will usually stay that way until a better character comes out that does a similar thing to that 4 star, or the content itself becomes harder or unfavorable for the playstyle with that 4 star. I recommend, if you're unsure about what characters you want to build or not, just wait for a bit after release and someone will release some kind of build guide for an OP 4 star character everyone is overlooking, or something along those lines. For my third tip, save any premium materials or currencies whenever there isn't a character you actively want or you're unsure of what to get. This significantly reduces the temptation to spend, because if you're playing the game a decent amount of time, then you should have more than enough materials or pull currency to gear up your characters and pull specific characters that you have an interest in, rather than trying to collect the entire roster. For my fourth tip, generally, don't try to farm for high rolled gear until you're able to get higher star or leveled versions of it. This game might be a bit different, but that is how gacha games and Destiny 2 itself typically operate, so I would be surprised if it is that much different, and it's something to definitely keep in mind while you're playing. That way you can spend your time pushing through story content or finishing tutorial stuff, instead of trying to grind out and farm out gear that you're going to inevitably replace once your account and characters are a higher level. For my fifth tip, don't let FOMO control your actions. The meta with these games tends to shift very frequently, and new characters are added every few months at least. Just find characters you like and build them up, rather than trying to chase a meta that will change soon anyway. Some games cause power creep by making each new character stronger than the last, and we won't really know whether this game is going in that direction until further down the line, so as of now, just hold to that. For my sixth tip, which is in line with the previous one about FOMO, gacha games are long-term games, much like any other live service game. Take your time playing them, and don't rush yourself to finish everything in one sitting. Missed events are replaced with other new events later on, and the story will grow as the game grows as well. Take your time learning how the game works and understanding why certain characters might benefit certain situations and the mechanics of the game, so you can better make use of your personal roster. As more characters are added, your account will be more and more different from every other player's account. Knowing how to build your own teams using your specific roster and your playstyle will benefit you much more than trying to quickly copy what other people are doing. What is kind of tied into this, don't just pull from meta characters just because they are called meta and you see a YouTube video or a Twitter post about them. If you have several super good DPS characters and no supports, what you need is a new support, not the newest meta DPS character. For my seventh tip, focus on leveling one team or character to start. Spreading your resources around will usually lead to you restricting your access to harder content later on, since it usually starts out needing just one dedicated team. You can expand your resources as you have more access to things or if you require a second or more teams for new content, but generally the way these games tend to work is that you have one character or one team that you can take into most of the story-based stuff, and then beyond that point is when you start really like in endgame activities. You might need multiple teams or what have you, depending on how this game plays out and whether it decides to play more like a gacha game or more like a Destiny game that has gacha elements. And even if it is a Destiny game, then still investing in a single character will save you a lot of resources, as we all know if we have played any Destiny at all. Now, for my kinda dedicated or hardcore players, if you have the opportunity to make multiple accounts with whatever system they use, and there's specific characters you really want, then get access to the free 200 pulls they're giving everyone, pull the characters, and if you don't get who you want, make a new account, straight up. This can burn you out very quickly, so I only suggest doing this if you're already highly invested for the long term of the game. If you're a short-term player or if you're unsure if you like it or not, just try to have fun with the characters you do get, or wait for guarantees on characters that you will like. And for my 9th and final tip, at the end of the day, play however you want. You can throw all of the advice I've given you out of the window if it means that you will have more fun playing this game. That includes any advice from other players or content creators or friends, anything like that. You will not have any fun if you're just following text by text guides and then you aren't actually feeling like you're having fun in the game. It's not going to suddenly make you have fun. Just play in the way you want to play, and if this kind of game is not for you, don't force yourself to play it. Hopefully you enjoy yourselves and you enjoy the game. As for myself, I'm definitely going to be trying it out, playing a bit, see if I'm going to get invested in the game, and if so, I might set up a clan and I can open it up to you guys either through a community post or on a follow-up video. If you're interested in that kind of thing, or you're interested in seeing more videos on the game, feel free to comment down below what kinds of things you're interested in specifically, be it that clan invite or specific guides and content videos. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. What do you guys think of the PNG? I have it, I've had it for a while. You'll probably see it in some of my Senate challenges. I don't really use it a whole lot because I can't think of many reasons to use it other than adding it as a member-only emoji, which I have several of them with different expressions, but if you want to see me use them more, let me know that as well. If you're interested in that kind of thing, let me down in the comments, and see you all at Haven, and if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe. I have a Patreon down in the description, and an advanced GG code, STYXYEAR10 for 10% off.